everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the Would You Rather book tag. This tag was originally created by Ray K Books, and I'm kind of stealing it from Katie-tastic. I wasn't tagged or anything, but I saw her do the video, so I decided to do it myself. So basically the rules are simple. It's just like Would You Rather, but it's bookified. So the first one is, would you rather read only trilogies or read only standalones? Now, as much as I like my standalones, I've been really getting into trilogies lately, especially trilogies and series. So I think right now I would choose only trilogies because there's so much more you can get out of them. I find there's more character development, there's more world development, there's just more of everything in trilogies compared to standalones where you only get the basic plot and that's it. The next one is read only female or male authors. Now when I was writing these questions down, I really thought about this one because I do like a lot of both. So whether I would choose to choose one or the other, I would still be missing out on a lot of books. Like if I chose only female, I'd be missing out on, say, John Green or Rick Riordan and their books. But if I chose only male, I'd be missing out on Rainbow Rowell and Cassandra Clare and other female books. So I decided that even though I wouldn't necessarily choose either or, I like both. For the video, I'm going to choose female authors because as much as I love John Green and the Percy Jackson series, there's just so much more female authors that I like Stephanie Perkins and Rainbow Rowell and Cassandra Clare and so many others. So I chose female. Now the next question asks, would you rather shop at Barnes & Noble or Amazon? But here in Canada, we don't actually have a Barnes & Noble, so I'm going to change the question around a bit to would you rather shop at Chapters or Kohl's or Indigo, that's all one company, or Amazon, because we do have Amazon in Canada. And in reality, I would much prefer to shop at Value Village, but since it's not a bookstore, I have to choose one or the other, and I would actually choose Chapters or Kohl's because I like going into bookstores and just roaming through the aisles and just finding these new books and seeing their covers, and that's how I find a lot of the books up before I started on BookTube or I discovered Goodreads. I actually just went to Chapters and roamed the YA section and found these awesome books. And some of them are books that I loved, some of them not so much. So I would definitely choose that. Amazon is great and they have great prices, but I find it's only good when you're looking for something specific. It's not really, I'm sure you can still browse through, but like who has time to sit at a computer and just browse through books when you can go to a store and get a Starbucks and just browse around. I feel like you're getting more done and you're walking, so it's kind of like exercise or something. The next one is, would you rather books be turned into movies or TV shows? Now, there's positives and negatives for both. With movies, you're gonna miss out on some of the things that is in the book, but there's not gonna be as much added, while in TV shows, there's gonna be a lot added, but there's also gonna be everything from the book. So it's kind of hard to choose, but if I have to choose, which I do for this tag, I'm actually going to choose TV shows just because you can get more from the world. Like there's certain trilogies or books that I wouldn't necessarily want to become movies, but instead TV shows because you can explore more of the world, and sure, they have to add in stuff for plot and everything like that, but you get more out of it. You get to see the world more, you get to know the side characters more, and you get the basic plot and everything you love about the book in the TV show. Next one is, would you rather read only 5 pages a day or read 5 books a week? Now this one's easy for me. I would definitely want to read 5 books a week. 5 pages a day is nothing. I can read that in pretty much 10 minutes, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. But 5 books a week is kind of more tricky, and it's more realistic for me. Although I don't read 5 books a week all the time, I do normally read more than 5 pages a day, and being only able to read 5 pages a day is going to be really hard when I just want to continue on with the stories. 5 pages is not even a chapter. Imagine reading less than a chapter every single day. I can't do it. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or an author? Now, as much as I'd love to be an author, I think it's more realistic for me to want to become a professional reviewer, just because I am already on BookTube and I am kind of already doing reviews, and I like reading books more than I like writing them, and I'm better at reading books than I am writing. So for this tag, I'm going to choose a professional reviewer. Would you rather read only your top 20 books over and over again, or only new books and never rereading a book again? This one is actually really hard because there are some books that I would love to reread. I've reread the Harry Potter series once, and I do plan on reading it again, hopefully soon. I'm thinking maybe over Christmas break. But there's also like John Green books I plan on rereading, and other books that become movies I plan on rereading. I plan on rereading Divergent and Insurgent and Allegiant every time a new movie comes out. So that's like every single year. So it's kind of hard to choose. So I would have to say, but at the same time, new books are exciting and I love reading new books. And imagine if you couldn't read new books as they come out in the series. Imagine if you could only read the first Harry Potter book and you couldn't read the rest of them, because the rest of them haven't come out yet and they're technically new books. But I know that the Harry Potter series is already out, but hypothetically speaking, this is what I'm saying. So this is really hard. So I'm gonna have to choose new books. As much as I love my top 20, I'm gonna have to choose new books because I want to read new things. I don't want to be stuck with the same things over and over, or the same books. I don't want to be stuck with the same books over and over and over again. Would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? Now this one's really difficult because I've actually thought about being both in my professional life. I would love to be a librarian, being able to pretty much give away books for free to people who enjoy reading. I love going to the library, and sometimes librarians can be a little cranky, but other ones can be really, really nice. And they are the most knowledgeable on books, I find sometimes. But being a bookseller would be fantastic. You'd get to know about all the new books that are coming out, and there's so many perks with being a bookseller because you can pick and choose what books you bring in to help recommend books to others, which you can do as a librarian as well, but I think it's more applicable to booksellers. I think that offering their recommendations, because every time I go to Kohl's, they're always like, oh, have you heard of this? And I'm like, yes, I actually have heard of that. So anyway, I'm going to choose, what am I going to choose? I'm going to choose a bookseller. That's the one I'm choosing. Would you rather only read your favorite genre or only read anything but your favorite genre? Now, this is kind of hard because my favorite genre right now is contemporary. I absolutely love contemporary. It's always what gets me out of a slump. It's always what brings me up when I'm in a bad mood. So I think I'm gonna go with only reading contemporary, or my favorite genre. Because if I couldn't read contemporary, then I'd be in a lot of reading slumps, and that would suck. Imagine being in reading slumps forever because you couldn't read your favorite genre, and it just sucks. And the last one is the most difficult in my opinion. It might not be for some people, but in my opinion it is, and that is, would you rather only read physical books or ebooks? Now, there are perks to both. Physical books is you have the book in your hand and you're able to dive into it. You get that feeling of turning the page and the smell of the book, and it's just amazing. But with ebooks, there's so much more portability. I have over 100 books on my ebook, and I can carry that wherever I go, and it doesn't weigh a ton, and it's perfect for traveling. But there's no smell, there's no turning the pages. But at the same time, this is why it's so difficult, because I do love both. I have a Kobo and I absolutely love it, but I also have all my physical books and I absolutely love them, and some of my physical books I have in ebook form, so I can, if I ever strike the mood and I only have my ebook with me, then the book is right there ready to go. And there are some trilogies that I don't have, and I can just download them instead of going out and buying the physical book, which is normally way more expensive. So it's really difficult, but if I had to choose, I would probably say physical book. Because as much as I like my Kobo, I like my physical books a lot. I don't use my Kobo as much as, say, my roommate does, who pretty much only reads on her Kobo, but I really enjoy reading with physical books. I love my Kobo, and I bring it with me pretty much anytime I travel, but I like physical books. And that is it for the Would You Rather challenge. I'm going to tag Jamie and Jeff at Ermagerd Books, The Blonde Book Bee, and A Thousand Lives of Daisy. See you next time. Bye!